Uh, Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. Whenever you are listening to me, my name is Augustine Adegoke, and I'm the CEO of Austin Concept. You're welcome to this training, Free Graphic Design, Fgd 5.0. We'll be considering some aspects of graphic design, and like I said, this training started 2021, which this one is the fifth edition of free graphic design to enhance youth. And let me just tell you something. This training will build youth to be self-dependent. So they no more depend on someone probably in the times of you need 2K, you need 1K. You can actually depend on yourself if you know this skill that I want to teach you. So this morning, so I'll be teaching us something this morning, which is introduction to graphics design. Introduction to graphics design. Like I said, this training is of two parts. We have online participants and offline participants. So for online participants, you can just watch this video so that we'll be able to partake in the training. So let me proceed. So let me start from definition of computer graphics. Now, you all know the meaning of computer. You all know the meaning of computer. It's anything that processes data, accepts data, and gives information. So you all know the meaning of computer. So let me now give you the meaning of computer graphics before we go deeper into graphics design. Computer graphics is created and more generally the representation of manipulation of image data by a computer. Like I said, anything that can manipulate data, accept data, process data, and gives information, it is called computer. Again, anything that can accept data, manage data, manipulate data, it is called computer. Now, let me now go to for no our main point is on graphics design. Like I said, this is just introduction to graphics design. So and our main point is graphics design. A graphic design is a process of visual communication and problem solving through the use of typography, photography, and illustration. So the first thing you should know in that place is visual communication. Visual communication. So what you can see with your eyes. So what you can see, like if someone just see this thing, they know that this is what you are trying to see. So that is visual communication. That is what graphic design entails. So it entails visual communication. So without you adding visual communication, like what you can see with your eyes, so your definition of graphic design is not yet completed. And in that visual communication, there must be illustration. What is your graphic design trying to tell people? So what is your the design you created? What is it trying to tell people? No, it is about communication. To communicate. So you let your graphic design to communicate with what? With other. With your clients. Probably you have the business and you let your graphic design to communicate. And like I said, the feed is considered a subset of visual communication and communication design. But sometimes the term graphic design is used synonymously and can create and combine symbols, images, and text to form visual representations of ideas and messages. So it now if you want to make a graphic design, now we see that it's comprised of image, background, which is colors, then text, your text. So all these things that are come together, as we continue this training, you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, it's something they called texture. So we discuss about principles of graphic design also. Now, in this, for example, you want to make a flyer so that you communicate the important information to your clients. So the first thing is, once you put your logo, probably you are using Canva, Pixel Lab for Android users, or you are using Photoshop for software users. I mean for laptop users, or you are using CorelDRAW graphic suite for laptop user. So you can, first thing is your logo. You need your logo. The information about what you want to do, that is what matters. So once you've gotten the information about what you want to do, then you can start your work. And like I said we are going to journey into the aspects of principles. So there are some principles that we should know as a graphic designer. So you should not just design a graphics just like that. You have to know some principles, and we're going to do that. So let me give us one more definition on graphic design. Graphic design, also known as communication design, so is the art and practice of planning and projecting ideas and experiences with visual and textual content. Without image and without text, I don't think your graphic design can communicate something good to your clients. So you have to use a stunning image that will catch the attention of your clients. So you have to use it, and you have to use text, and you should know the kind of text that you'll be using. Why doing your graphics, so that it will make more meaningful to your clients. And the kind of color you are using is very important as well. Now, there's some criteria that we should look into as a graphic design. A criteria that we should look into, that what are the things that I need to know as a graphic design. Number one is the image used. I repeat, criteria or elements that a graphic design should look into, that you should know. Number one is image used. So the image that you want to use should be able to communicate the exact thing that you are talking about. For example, now you want to let me as you want to design a graphics for Earth stuff, probably for Earth program or for Earth development. You should know that everything that you'll be using should always talk on Earth line. You can use their logo. There's this one logo for it, like this, like bed like this, do like this. So you can use that kind of logo so that whoever that is educated can easily know that you are trying to communicate earth things to them, like earth things to them. So now, like I said, image used is very important. No, you cannot just, for example, now let me give you something. So when I started this graphic design, that was 2020. So I will show us some of my previous designs. So when I was using my my smartphone for graphic design. So something happened. So before I went to go and lay graphic design from my boss at Ife complex. Now something happened. So I used to use my Pixel Lab on my phone for graphic design. Then I will just input image, just take it like this. I just do it somehow. So I just make sure that I put text without alignment, without anything, without I just do it. Just make sure that I am also doing graphics. Like I'm also doing graphics. I just send it out. just put this Austin concept. If you need your this, you want to do graphic design, you want to do flyers, you want to do logo, just contact me as Austin concept. So, but at that, I thought that I know something that I am that I've become something until when I reached my the place that I learned the work at Ile-Ife, Osun State Complex Office. Now I just got to the place, and the first thing he did, no, we are using corridor. The first thing he did is that he just asked me, we are starting from background remover. And me, I used to use background remover, online background to remove the my background. But when I got to that place, they taught me how to remove background using software called Core Draw. So the same thing, when you started this thing, the consistency is what matters. Consistency, persistence. You need to be persistent in what you are doing so that we achieve something greater in that aspect. Like I said, what you should know as a graphic design is image used. We are talking about school. You should be able to use the image of students in your graphic. So you should be able to use the image of what of students in your graphics and anything related to education. So try to know that. And if you're asked to do something about church, so you should be able to use anything like program, like people are worshiping, if it is worship, flyers, you need to use people that are worshiping God, hallelujah, 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 and so on and so forth. And if it is like the revival stuff, be able to use people that are praying fervently in order to catch the attentions of the audience or the people watching or seeing the flyers. And number two is uh shape. Shape. So we all know we have in graphics we have many types of shapes. The same thing in mathematics, you have rectangle, triangle, trapezium, and so on. You have square, and so on and so forth. So you should be able to you should be able to know how to maintain the shape. Now in corridor now, once let me say let me even in all the apps, once you open your app, you just see something like the working Windows page. So that's where you are going to start your works from now. So you should be able to probably now want to design something that is very you should be able to use shape, assuming you want to use rectangle, makes use of it very well. Or you want to use triangle, makes use of it very well. Or you want to use trapezium, makes use of it very well. That's why you should know how to make use of of shapes. So try to know that. And the next one is color choosing. Number one, remember I said what you should know as a graphic design, as a basic thing criteria you should know is number one, image used. Then number two, I said it is the shapes. Number three is the color choosing. Colors choosing. So for example now, you should know what color green used for as a graphic design. You should know what color blue used for. You should know what color yellow used for. And you should know what color brown what it will give you. For example, now if you make like how do I call it black and red together, you should be able to know that it will give like dark brown or brown like that. Or if you mix something like white, it will give you something that is secondary color. So you should be able to know color, how to use color. So let me just start on this color. Let me just start from computer graphics color. So we have two computer graphics color. Number one, listen to me. We have RGB color. That is red, green, and black color. RGB color. And number two, we have CM is cyan, magenta, yellow, and that K is called constant, which is black. Black. So once you understand this color, the RGB color is computer color. While silver K color is also computer color. But RGB color is usually deep, like I mean the texture usually deep more than CMYK color. That's why if you want to make a design and want to print out the flex or banner, so you are expected to use RGB for your design so that it come out very well, so that the images, the text, and everything you added, the content, the content in your design, you'll be able to come out very well. So note that you have RGB color and CMYK color. So, and like I said, we have two types of color. We have primary color and secondary color. Primary color, they are like white, red, yellow, black, and so on and so forth. Why the combination of primary colors are called secondary colors. If you add white and red together, it is called secondary colors. So once you combine or merge it together, it is called secondary color. And the fourth things that you should know as a criteria on graphic design is font and typography. Fonts and typography. So as a graphic designer, you should be able to know at least 5 to 10 fonts of, and know like 5 to 10 fonts, so that if you want to do any work, you're able to just type it on your laptop, or you can be able to download it. So font is very important. And as a graphic design, you should be able to minimize the way you use your font. Minimize the way you use your font. It is expected of you to use maximum of 3 fonts. And let me say this about color. The color you're supposed to use in your design is 3 colors. If not 2, use 3. And remember that white is not part of graphic design color. It's not part of graphic design. It is constant. It is constant color. So you're supposed to use 3 colors, if not 2, so that your work will be meaningful. We communicate something stunning, something meaningful to your audience, and even your clients will be able to like what you are trying to say. And on text, on fonts. So I said you need to use at least just 3 fonts. Font is very important in your design. Know how to use font very well. So if you don't know how to use font very well, there's no how your design will be able to communicate something important to your audience or to your customers. Know how to use that. And the font and typography. Know how to use that font very well. The types of text that you're using, know how to make use of what? Make use of it. Text. Text. Then the next one is layout of a page or publication. Layout of a page or publication. Now, let me say this. Like I said when I started this journey, 2020, I said I used to do design the way I want because I don't have experience. So I don't have experience about graphic design. I just want to do something. So and I started this doing something. So as beginner, so you need to learn graphic design layouts. So in this training, I will teach us graphic design layouts. Now, want to arrange your design. Now,